We are jumping right into a Master 5 replay against Kashtira. We are going first and we open pretty well, but then they open with Shifter, that means we can't recycle our cards. I open with pre-prep, adding the fish recipe and the level 1. Candle reveals itself and the fish recipe to summon itself and Talismandra from our deck. Talismandra searches out Benten. Fish recipe to tribute Benten for the level 1. This also adds the meat recipe to our hand. Level 1 effect to excavate 5, and then Benten to add a light fairy to our hand. In this case, we are adding Ohime. We add the field spell, activate the field spell, and then it adds the counter trap. The field spell does several things. It can add one recipe card to our hand when it's activated. Once per turn, we can shuffle back a ritual monster from our hand to the deck and then draw one card. And then, in the end phase, we can also target 2 cards in our grave, including a recipe card, and put them back in the bottom of our deck, and then we draw one card. But since Shifter was activated, we won't be able to get this recycling effect. We tribute the incantations for vanities, we set the trap card, and then pass. They open with Duster, and we have to protect the field spell with the counter trap. Normal and then tribute Pathfinder. This adds Raidsoth to their hand. Activate Raidsoth, and then they add Fenrir. They activate Birth here, so I guess they forgot they already normal summoned. They just set one card and pass. Okay, so I tribute both of the hand traps to summon the level 4. We move to battle, and then we just pass our turn. In the end phase, we shuffle 2 cards from our grave to draw 1. They open with Herald of the Abyss to send the level 4 to the grave. They normal Fenrir, and then add a Rise Heart to their hand. They move to battle and banish our vanities. They didn't attack the level 1 since it contributed itself and one attack position monster on the field to summon the level 3. They add Unicorn, and then Unicorn adds another Theosis. Rise Heart summons itself. They overlay into Dark Arm Dragon, and then they start to clear my board. And they also get to recycle with Theosis. Rise Heart banishes another Theosis, and then Birth summons Unicorn. They overlay into Shangri Era, and now I know it looks pretty bad for us, but it's okay, we will just win. We top deck the perfect card and it's Gamma, Shangri Era effect, and then we chain Gamma. Synchro into Exile Stardust Dragon, and this lets us summon back Gamma. They use Big Bang to clear the field, and we simply chain Exile to tribute itself to summon out the regular Stardust from the extra deck. This also, in the same chain, lets us Synchro into Chengying. So as their Big Bang resolves, they are forced to banish their Dark Arm Dragon, which then triggers Chengying. So we banish Era, we continue to play, and they just leave. Could you imagine losing to a ritual deck after you shifted turn 1, playing one of the best decks in the meta? Couldn't be me. So here is our deck. As you saw, we have the Nouvelles with several different engines. First, we have the Impcantations. This includes Candle, Talismandra, Chalice Slime, and Inception. This part of the deck is really good at setting up tribute fodder for our Vanity's ruler. Keep in mind whenever we have Talismandra or Candle on the field, we cannot summon from the extra deck. Then we have the Mikankos, which are Hare, Ohime, Arpesk, Meo Washidori, and the Ceremony. So what are the deck's win conditions? First, we can turbo out Vanities, which we can search after tributing Benten and then lock them out from special summoning. We can flood the field with monsters to either synchro summon or link with them. Third, we can outgrind our opponents by tributing away their monsters with our Nouvelles. The level 1, 3, and 6 all have quick effects that we can use on our opponent's turn to tribute their attack position monsters away to summon a level higher Nouvelle or a Hungry Burger. The level 4 and 5 ritual monsters can only tribute their monsters on our turn. The obvious downside of this deck is to ritual summon a monster, we need at least 3 cards. We need the ritual monster, the spell, and an additional monster to tribute. So should you open too many spells or monsters, we might not be able to play. When going second, we are heavily reliant on our hand traps like Maxi or Gamma to stop them from playing. Unless you want to play additional cards, I find it really hard to fit in staples like Thrust, Tactics, and Herald of the Abyss. So, do I recommend making this deck? It is a fun deck that you can catch your opponents off guard with, assuming they don't read your cards. Relatively speaking, it is pretty cheap since I am only using 4 in Archetype URs, which are the Pendulum, the level 6, and the 2 field spells. Will I be playing this in a tournament? No, I will not be playing this at a tournament. I have prepared additional replays against Traptrix, Purrely, and Mathmech, so check them out if you're interested. Thank you for watching. Until next time.